Yes, dear friends, one more day we try our best to not only give the time but also our mind, our concentration, our Shraddha, our attention, devotion through the study of Shastra to the ultimate truth, the goal of our life. This way, till it happens, we have to keep on doing, not keeping any time limitation. And as we keep doing, the maturity from within also, through the grace of someone, instructions also it comes. Okay, along with these efforts, positive, what are the other cares we have to take so that this particular exercise of studying the Shastras become fruitful and not fruitless. Like in any medication also, along with medicine, what is to be eaten, what is not to be eaten, what is to be done and not to be done, that also is given by the doctor. When we follow those instructions, medicine works and health is gained physically. So too, at the spiritual sadhana level also, while going through this treatment of studying Shastra, there are some do's when they are done that helps this Shastra Adhyanam more effective, fruitful. So too, there are some don'ts. If we can avoid them, then we will be avoiding these delays or these distractions in our spiritual evolution. So let us, in our wholehearted heart, pray to the divine, pray to the Rishimuni Guru Devata Parampara, pray to our own Ishtadeva and Gurus, Guru Tattva, Parabrahma, Shruti Mata, that give us such a maturity which has complete clarity of entire the goal, the lakshya, as well as the means, the marga. Also our inner outer preparations, not even in one place, by any reason, for any reason, that some wrong step is taken up by us, because of which we go away from our path. May that not happen. May all the required maturities, understandings come to us very soon so that our sadhana becomes fruitless. With this, today also, like every day, we have our 8 programs right now. First, the Taittiriya Upanishad with Adi Shankara Bhashyam, Adhyanam. Before that, some Aruna Prashna, Mantra Ucharana, which is very good for physical and mental health, followed by Upanishad Parayanam, then Adhyanam, then Yoga Darshanam, then daytime Mundaka Upanishad, Gita, evening Bhagavatam 10th, 12th Skandha. What a beautiful Adhyatma Ramayanam, that also. Finally, today we'll start Lalita Trishati Namavali Ucharana for 3 days. So this is how today we have so many opportunities for us to try to tune to God. देखो, कोशिश कर रहे हैं तो ऐसी अवस्था है, कोशिश ही नहीं किया, प्रयत्न ही नहीं किया, समय देने का हमने ऐसा कुछ विशेष संकल्प नहीं किया, तो हाउ मेनी लाइव्स विल बी away from the truth or the Lord, nobody can say. Okay, now let us start. Om. 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryamkaravavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsha Rushibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyaha Sarvopaplavarahitah Pragnana Ghanaha Pratyagartha ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि नारायणं पद्मभवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यं श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तं तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां व्यासशङ्करमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ ब्रह्मलोकादाशेषादालोकालोकपर्वतात् ये वसन्ति द्विजा देवाः तेभ्यो नित्यं नमो नमः। ॐ ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलं स्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे। निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ जगतीममितं कलिताकृतयो विचरन्ति महामहसच्चलतः अहिमांशुरिवात्र विभासि गुरो भव शङ्कर मे देशिक मे शरणं भव शङ्कर देशिक मे शरणम्। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। ओं परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। ओं श्री वेदव्यास वैशम्पायने आज्ञवल्क्यादिशङ्करादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। सङ्कल्पः सर्वेषां तेषां गुरूणां देवतानां परब्रह्मणः श्रुतिमातु अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थानजागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं तत्कृतसमस्तसाधकभक्तानाम् आयुरारोग्यक्षेमस्थैर्य सत्सम्पदा शक्ति सानुकूल्यता प्राप्तिद्वारा विघ्नशत्रुनिर्मूलनद्वारा धर्मसंस्थापनकार्ये दिग्विजयप्राप्त्यर्थं श्री अरुणप्रश्नस्य पारायणं श्री तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदः आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ पारायणं फ्रेंड्स। Yesterday we saw up to 15 mantras. Let us revel today in chanting the next 5, 16 to 20. Om Atha Aruna Prashnah. ॐ तस्येन्द्रो वामृरूपेण धनुर्जामच्चिनत्स्वं स्वयं तदिन्द्रधनुरित्यज्यम् अभ्रवर्णेषु चक्षते एतदेव संयोर्बारहस्पत्यस्य एतत् रुद्रस्य धनुः रुद्रस्य त्वेव धनुरार्त्निः शिर उत्पिपेश सप्रवर्ग्यो भवत तस्माद्यः सप्रवर्गेण यज्ञेन यजते रुद्रस्य सशिरः प्रतिदधाति नैनगं रुद्र आरुको भवति य एवं वेद अत्योर्ध्वाक्षोतिरश्चात् शिशिरः प्रदृश्यते नैव रूपं न वा सागंसे न चक्षुः प्रतिदृश्यते अन्योन्यं तु न हिग्गस्रातः सतस्तद्देवलक्षणं लोहितोक्ष्णिशारशीर्ष्णिः सूर्यस्योदयनं प्रति त्वं करोषिण्यञ्जलिकां त्वं करोषि निजानुकामेऽन्यञ्जलिका अमीवाचमुपासतामिते तस्मै सर्वऋतवो नमन्ते मर्यादाकरत्वात् प्रपुरोधाम ब्राह्मण आप्नोति य एवं वेद स खलु संवत्सर एतैः सेनानीभिः सह इन्द्राय सर्वान् कामान् विवहति सद्रप्सः तस्यैषा भवते अवद्रप्सो अगंशुमतिमतिष्ठित यानः कृष्णो दशभिः सहस्रैः आवर्तमिन्द्रश्च्यादवन्तम् उपस्नुहितं नृमणामथद्रामिते एतयैवेन्द्रः सलावृक्या सह असुरान् परिवृश्यते पृथिव्यगं सुमति तामन्ववत्स्थितः संवत्सरो दिवञ्च नैवं विदुषाचार्यान्ते वासिनौ अन्योन्यस्मै द्रुह्यताम यो द्रुह्यते भ्रश्यते स्वर्गाल्लोकात् इत्युतुमण्डलानि सूर्यमण्डलान्याख्यायिकाः अत ऊर्ध्वगं सनिर्वचनाः आरोगो भ्राजः पटरः पतङ्गः स्वर्णरो ज्योतिषीमानविभासः ते अस्मै सर्वे दिवमातपन्ते ऊर्जन्दुहाना अनपस्फुरन्त इते कश्यपोष्टमः समहामेरुन्न जहाते तस्यैषा भवते यत्ते शिल्पं कश्यपरोचनावत इन्द्रियावत् पुष्कलं चित्रभानो यस्मिन् सूर्या अर्पिताः सप्तसाकम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ओमद श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदांतर्गत तैत्तिरीय आरण्यकांतर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदा ओम यस्मात् जातं जगत्सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रणीयते येनेदन्धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः। यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरुचीनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते। ओमथ शान्तिमन्त्रः। ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः। नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मावादिशं ऋतमवादिशं सत्यमवादिशं तन्मामावीत तद्वक्तारमावीत आवेन्माम् आवेद्वक्तारम्। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ अथ द्वितीया ब्रह्मानन्दवल्ली शान्तिमन्त्रः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Friends, let us chant and study today the sixth Anuvakam. Om Atha Shashto Anuvakaha. Om Asanneva Sabhavate Asad Brahmeti Veda Chet Asti Brahmeti Chet Veda Santamenantato Vidurite Tasyaisha Eva Sharira Atma Yah Purvasya अथातोनु प्रश्नाः उत विद्वानमं लोकं प्रेत्य कश्चन गच्छति। आहो विद्वानमं लोकं प्रेत्य कश्चित् समश्नुता शोकामयत बहुस्यां प्रजा ये येते सतपोतप्यत सतपस्तप्त्वा इदगं सर्वमसृजत यदिदं किञ्च तत्सृष्ट्वा तदेवानुप्राविशत तदनुप्रविश्य सच्चत्यच्चाभवत् निरुक्तं च निरुक्तं च निलयनं च निलयनं च विज्ञानं च विज्ञानं च सत्यं चानृतं च सत्यमभवत् यदिदं किञ्च तत्सत्यमित्याचक्षते तदप्येष श्लोको भवति। Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Friends, let us wholeheartedly salute our Shruti Mata, Parabrahma, Guru Parampara, Rishi Parampara, our own Gurus, Ishtadevatas, and especially the Veda Vyasa, Vaishambhayana, Yagnavalkya and Adya Shankara, who are the givers of the Upanishad as well as Bhashya for our easy comprehension and understanding. Every day, this should be our routine. And to be done with added fervor, added shraddha, added request from them to make us understand these things very soon. Now we are into the Taittiriya Upanishad Adhyanam Brahmananda Valli, second one, fifth Anuvaka, which has talked to us about the Vijnanamaya Kosha, the authority of RUGVEDA, first portion that we exhaustively studied. In the fifth Anuvaka, in the second portion, was the Anandamaya Kosha introduced. Bhashyakara helped us to exhaustively understand this Anandamaya Kosha. tomorrow. Today didn't prepare or see the thing. Tomorrow definitely whole day we will spend in studying all these five koshas as given to us by Bhagavan Adi Shankara in his Prakarana Grantha Viveka Chudamani. I have to search the book. Tomorrow we'll see. Now in that second portion, while this Anandamaya Kosha is explained, for everything he took care. Bhagavan, our Bhashyakara to explain. So he said Ananda belongs to only to Brahma Tattva. Then he said that Brahma Ananda only is experienced in our own Antakarana Vritti when it is reflected, and that is called as Anandamaya Kosha Ananda. Then the vritti conducive for Brahma Ananda to reflect happens because of outer situations, things and beings. So, and that vritti creating those things, beings, etc., arrive in our life because of the vidya, that is upasanas, the karma, the punya karmas we do. And depending on this vidya upasanas done by us, the vritti in the antakarana also, because of its continuous variation, the variation in the gradation of the ananda also is experienced. That is why one is priyam, second is moda, other is the pramoda. And then what was said was, because this is it's a Vishayananda and the karmas, upasanas done being limited, therefore the vritti also won't stay all the time. Therefore, this Vishaya Sukhasya Kshanikatvam. So that beautiful thing was told to us. Then to this Priya Moda Pramoda Limbed Anandamaya Kosha, the Atma is Anandaha, that is said. Ananda Atma, and then that has been detailedly explained. And later on, we were discussed about the Pucham, Brahma Pucham Pratishtha. So for this, Anandamaya Kosha Atma, for it the Atma or the Pucham or Pratishtha is the Brahma. And while explaining this, what a beautiful cares are taken to put in a 5 or 6 sentences the essence which we have to grasp. Now, these are the places our concentration, our subtlety, our purity are tested. Whether we are able to grasp what is literally said, whether we are able to, after what is said literally is grasped, are we able to understand the purpose with which the Guru Maharaj has mentioned those sentences. Then are we able to, most importantly, relate those meanings, those sentences to our own spiritual sadhana? Finally, how much we relate whatever the knowledge of we gain about the sadhanas to ourselves, that's what counts. Otherwise, like any novel is studied with all the characters nowhere related to us, our Purana Ityasa Shruti Shravana also, if it remains like that, at the most some intellectual information comes to us without even a little change in our personality. We continue to be same samsari or bhavarogi without even one step towards the spirituality. Therefore, a wisest thought and a matured way of life is relating whatever is studied to ourselves. Whether we study Adhyatma Ramayana, the Sugriv Ji's Prarthana and praise, we have to relate with it. Whether it is Shukadev Ji is telling Parikshit about the things to be done at the time of departure, we have to relate them to us. Whether it is Uddhav Ji is telling Tattvajnana to Gopikas or is praising them, we have to relate that Uddhava, Krishna will praise as if our devotion is like that of Gopikas. So too, when it is said, do the Ishvara Pranidhana in the Yoga Darshanam, we should be able to relate ourselves with that. So to the other texts. So here also, these 5 things throughout life have to be remembered. Therefore, we studied it yesterday, we studied it a day before also. Only for one moment or 2 minutes we'll talk about it today also. Then enter into the study of the sixth Anuvaka, in which the first 2 3 lines talk about the Anandamaya Kosha's explanation. Thereafter, the Brahma Jignasa, Brahma Mimamsa slowly starts. We enter into that. We will see. So here Brahma Pucham Pradishta for the Anandamaya Kosha, The Pucham, the Pratishtha is Sakshat Parabrahma Tattva only. And why is it called Pucham? How we have to relate ourselves with that? These are the 5, 6 sentences. First, Evam cha utkrushyamanasya anandamayasya atmanah paramartha vijnana apekshaya brahma param eva. So, the Annamaya Kosha. Param then Annamaya is Prana because it is inside and it is Atma Ityadi. From the Prana to the Mano. From the Mana, the Param is Vijnana. From the Vijnana is Param is Anandamaya. Anandamaya is Para for all these four, but not the ultimate Para or the Utkrishta. Even beyond that is the Anandamaya, Ananda Brahma, from where the Ananda is getting reflected in the Anandamaya Kosha. And this Ananda of the Brahma is not like the Ananda of the other Koshas, where some action has to be done, Upasana has to be done. Then how to experience the Brahmananda? Because we are already that only the Vijnanam we have to gain. Only by becoming aware of its presence, then that Ananda is experienced by us. This is a very important, very crucial, very subtle thought. The Ananda Brahma Ananda need not be gained by any actions. It is only through the Vidya that Aham Brahmasmi, the Avidya that Aham Jivasmi is thoroughly when it is removed. That is the only job we have to do. Then the Brahma Ananda Anubhuti, which is I am already all the time, is experienced. So that experiential Aham Brahmasmi, Brahma Ananda is Param, Prakrishtam, Utkrishtam, even than the Anandamaya Kosha. Focus your understanding on that mainly. So Anandamaya Kosha se bhi para or Utkrishta or greater is the Brahma Ananda because that is a source for even the Ananda of the Anandamaya Kosha. Now, about this one, hmm, five things are told. One, yat prakrutam. That is the thing to be prakruta in our entire life. Second, yat satyajnanananda lakshanam, about which the three words are used as explanations or the lakshanas, satyam, jnanam, anantam. This we studied, but it has to be studied again and again for thorough understanding and remembrance. So, third one is yasya cha pratipatyartham pancha annadimayaha koshaha umanyasthaha. Like we told you, whether we talk about the Panchakoshas, whether we talk about the three Dehas, three Avasthas, three Gunas, Srishti Sthiti Laya Ityadi, or any of the Vada we talk, in the lot of logics we use, lot of the examples we take, remember, none of them are the purposes. The final purpose is only to reach to the substratum which is beyond, behind all of them. Never ever throughout the life miss this essential thing. Same thing is here. If for the pratipatti, from the obtainance of this Brahma Tattva alone, the Panchakosha explanation, Panchakosha discussion, Panchakosha Vivarana has been done. Then what is the relation between these Panchakoshas and Brahma Tattva? कि एक तो उस ब्रह्म तत्व के प्राप्ति के लिए ही इनका डिस्कशन हुआ. सेकंड इज यच्च तेभ्यः अभ्यंतरम, it is inside these panchakoshas. Therefore, each of the kosha, when we discover, go deeply, even beyond Anandamaya kosha, Ananda Brahma is explained. The fifth one is what? Yena chate sarve atmavantaha. So, once we discover the water behind one wave, then we discover the water behind all waves. Then, from the water standpoint, when we look back, there is nothing but water alone, whether it is a bubble, ripple, tide, wave, whatever. In the same way, Yena Sakti Atmavanta means what? It is because of the Brahma Tattva only all these Panchakoshas also have their existence. They are existing, is it not? Yeah, that existence in them is the Brahma existence only. Now, if the existence is taken away from the Panchakoshas, do they exist? So they don't exist only. Therefore, the Atmavantaha means they are existing because of this Brahma only in them. Therefore, the substratum, the Brahman is discovered. The superimposed name and form by the Maya Shakti is devalued or used only to the extent required. More than that, the Rupanama are not valued. Therefore, it never becomes bondage to a Brahmagnani who has seen the Brahmavastu beyond the Panchakoshas and looks back, everything is that alone. Then anything imposed on it for any Vyavahara sake, it doesn't bind him. For us, what's happening? The Vyavahara has become very powerful samsara. For a jnani, while reveling in Aham Brahmasmi Anubhuti, he does Vyavahara to the extent required. Even a little of that is not given by him any importance, that it becomes samsara. So it never becomes. So if he has to scold his disciple, he does it. If he has to love his disciple, he does. Educate, educated. Advise, advise. Even if he has to discard the disciple, get out, he will do. He will do all of that which is according to Vyavahara required, but he is not tainted or touched by it because he gives only Vyavaharik Satta to that, not Paramarthika. If he can become subtle to catch this, how a Brahmagnani lives in this world, an idea comes to us. So such one, whether is loving disciple or scolding disciple or whatever, he is not in samsara because only it's vyavahara. And for us, every vyavahara is so serious, and we never are concerned about the absolute truth. He is rooted in the absolute truth. Vyavahara, what's required at different times, it just happens through him. He becomes aware that the Ishvara, the totality alone, making these things happen through him. So all that has Jivan Mukta Sthita Prajna Lakshanas, when such topics come, we see. So in this way, Yenasate Atmavantaha is a beautiful thought that these five koshas at the individual level, your or mine, or in the samashti level are existing only because of this Brahma Tattva only. Therefore, that Brahma, which is explained in these five ways, is called Pucham, is called Pratishtha of this Panchama Anandamaya Kosha. Now, this one portion is important, second portion is equally important. Kim Tadevacha. This Brahman alone is in general, which is beyond our own Panchakoshas. Is it not? What is said in the very beginning of this Upanishad, first Pratyeka Atma Rupena, the Brahman has to be discovered. Thereafter, Sarva Atma Rupena, the Brahma has to be discovered. The discovery has two stages. First, intellectual understanding, doubtlessly. Second, truly on the seat of meditation, going beyond the Panchakoshas inside, seeing the Brahma. And every Panchakosha in the universe is also same. So, going beyond all the Samashti Panchakoshas, seeing Brahma there. So here is a Pratyagatma, there it is Sarvatma Brahma. We have studied it. Therefore, here, after telling us that this is the Brahman which is beyond the Panchakoshas, which is the Atma of the Panchakoshas, which is discovered by discarding the Panchakoshas, now the same Brahma inside is to be proved as the Brahma behind every name and form in the entire universe. Therefore, Bhagavan Bhashyakara, without forgetting what was said in the earlier, where he only said, so now he is connecting it. So Atma Rupena it is proved. Pratyagatma Rupena. Pratyagatma Rupena means my own real self beyond my own Panchakoshas, whom I thought so far as the self. Now I transcended all of them, discovered myself. What about the whole universe? Or is universe maybe whatever is Panchakosha Atmaka, Panchabhuta Atmaka, Triguna Trisharira Atmaka. Beyond all of that, what is the Atma to all of them is same Brahman which is behind me. Therefore, Pratyagatma Jnanam Anubhavam. So too Sarvatma Jnanam and Anubhavam. Therefore, he says here, Tadevacha. That Brahman which is beyond my own Panchakoshas here, subjectively, that own Sarvasya of entire universal, Avidya Parikalvidasya Dvaitasya. The variety of Dvandvas, Dvaitas we see in the whole universe, which are only Parikalpita projected by Avidya, for all of that Avasana Bhutam, which is the final consequential result. So, by some or the other efforts or logics, when all the Dvaita we attend to is transcended, there is not Shunyam. What remains is this Advaitam Brahma. That is called Pratishtha of this Anandamayasya. Therefore, what is the second important thought to be remembered is Avidya Parikalpitasya Dvaitasya Paryavasana Bhutam. Avasana Bhutam is this Ekameva Dvayam Brahma, which is okay, Pratishtha of the Anandamaya Kosha. So, Avidya Parikalpitasya Sarvasya Dvaitasya Avasana Bhutam Advayam Brahma. So, whatever the Dvaita we are saying is only in the Maya and only in the Avidya. And what is Avidya and Maya? Is seeing the world through medium. And always we know whatever the medium we use to see, that particular vision is colored by that medium. It's very subtle thought. And we have the mediums of Jnanendriyas, Karmendriyas, Antakarana, with which we see the world or the whole world. So instead of revealing the world, its essential nature as a self to us, the world is seen as Shabda Sparsha Rupa Sagandha by the Indriyas, emotions by the Mana, and some intellectual concepts by the intellect. So actually, what we are seeing is Brahman only, but twisted and colored or formed in the form what we see now because of the उपाधि. That is why परमात्मा को जानना है ना, जगत को हकीकत में जानना है ना, तो सारे उपाधियों को छोड़ो, फिर तब देखो. मीडियम के द्वारा नहीं, विदाउट मीडियम immediately, if we can really see the world, we see the world as our own selves. Through the medium, the self alone is projected as the not self. उपाधियों के कारण परब्रह्म ही जगत के रूप में देखा जा रहा है. When you drop the upadhi and don't enter into sleep, so this dropping the upadhi is called as meditation. Okay, where we are absolutely conscious of all the upadhis are dropped. When the upadhi is dropped, suddenly the whole world is experienced as conscious self only. But that one now, because of the Maya called as Upadhi, Upadhi called as Maya, it is being Parikalpita as Dvaita. So Avidya means Maya, Parikalpita Dvaitasya, Avasana Bhutam, this Ekameva Dvayam, Brahma. एक दो तीन चार हजार बार सुनना है इस बात को, because this is more crucial. This is what is our goal, not the Panchakoshas. Like in Mundaka Upanishad also, we'll see today. Bhashyakara saying, discussion of the Srishti is not for Srishti, my dear friends, to discover the Paramatma beyond. So this being very important topic, we have studied it 3 times. So then the conclusion is what? Ekatva is what? Finally, behind all multiplicity, all Dvaita, the one substratum only will be observed by a very serious, sincere contemplator or meditator. Now, अस्ति तद एकम अविद्या कल्पितस्य द्वैतस्य अवसान भूतम अद्वैतम ब्रह्म. देखो, अविद्या कल्पितस्य द्वैतस्य अवसान भूतम अद्वैतम एकम ब्रह्म अस्ति 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 अस्ति. It is his anubhava, it is anubhava all the rishis. His means Adi Shankaras. And he wants to make that anubhuti come to all of us also. And as an introduction to the next Anuvaka's topic, here about this Brahma, Asti, he is vehemently, strongly, specifically he is saying. Like somebody discovered a flight. How they discovered? When they saw the birds flying. If the birds can fly, human also should fly. That was the astikata in them. Absolutely no knowledge at all, how and all that. Absolutely ignorance. But the astikata in them is there. Then what thinking they might have gone through, what experimentation they have done, how much time it has taken, sacrifices happened, all done. But really, because that astitva is accepted of, able to fly like the birds, the flights are discovered or not. Of shurui kiya mano, कि only birds can fly, we cannot. Then never ever would have been the experimentations are done. So we would have never got it. Everything is so na ki the animals are running. We have to catch them. So how to catch? Run, 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 jump on them like the tigers and lions jump on the deers. Earlier they were used to like that. Then they thought of it. how कितना दौड़ने होता है, दूर से उसको मार कर सकते हैं क्या? They questioned it. तो अस्ति संभावना, they felt it. That's how they discovered the stones or the arrows or any of those sharp weapons. They threw it, the animal died and they captured it. Is it not? Astikya buddhi is the first one, after which only the efforts are put to gain that thing. Is it not? The problem with the self, which we'll discuss in the next Anuvaka exhaustively, is one, it is unlike any of the outer worldly familiar things whose astitva can be easily understood. Therefore, here, to reach to Brahma Tattva, the first foremost step, and that step should continue throughout, even little also, there should be no crack in the Shraddha, that the Brahman is Asti. So this is not a specific commentary of any specific mantra, but it's an introduction to the next mantra. What it is? Asti. Sarvasya परिकल्पितस्य द्वैतस्य अवसानभूतम एकमेव अद्वयम ब्रह्म है. And how can he say strongly? Because Shruti Mata said Brahma Pucham Pratishtha. अगर नहीं है तो पृच्छ प्रतिष्ठा के रूप में आनंदमय कोश का the Shruti Mata would have not told. So even though he is saying Asti, he is not saying it out of his own hat because the Shruti is said. Therefore, even though to none of the upadhis this Brahma Tattva is comprehensible, yet it is there. And it is the actual reality. And having reached there only, the avidya created, Maya created, and Dvaita created, samsara, once for all, we transcend. These are the crucial points of Vedanta. The gist of all Vedantic Shastras lies only in these few things. That should always be entertained by us. The more we entertain about it, the more we feel to experience it. Accordingly, we discover and do the due sadhanas. To that extent, we'll be nearing to the truth. And the problem with it is one, a little bit we compromise with our daily efforts and get involved in any of the daily routine, even with little of importance, it sucks us into it so much that पूरा जिंदगी उसी के लिए जाता है. That's what we are doing. We are doing everything except Brahma Vichar. That's how we are possessed by all those things other than Brahma Vichara throughout the day. Is it not? Just observe yourself and anybody how this day starts with getting up, washing teeth, making tea, coffee, having it and having breakfast and going to work, and only possessed by these things so much that there is no need of Brahman at all. देखो. At same time, there are some great Mahatmas, very less in number countable. Some Himalayan gives for them na din hai, na raat hai, na hunger hai, na thirst hai. Any time when they are there, only on the contemplation of the Brahma Tattva. So some people are sleeping like buffaloes. Some people are actively, aggressively involved in the variety of achievements of the world other than Brahman. And very few people are there who are seeking only Brahma Tattva throughout the day. Like somebody is writing a song, somebody is composing music, somebody is thinking about a story for a movie. You understand? Somebody is thinking about how to become victorious in the taken up goal in sports. हर एक बंदा अपना दिमाग लड़ा रहा है. All of them are doing the efforts toward the anatma dvaita prapancham. Only some rare people who, like you and I, have studied the Vedanta Shastra for thousands or hundreds of lives under a guru with Bhashyadi, that in their heart, the knowledge of a Brahman being reality has become so strong, prompting him to realize that reality. And it is already said that realization of Brahman Ekameva Advayam alone is the redemption from samsara created by the Dvaita, which is out of avidya. So, in that knowledge, because those people have become very firm and strong, for them nothing of the world is important. Only the deep inner antarmathanam, the meditations and dhyana, in which they are every day attempting daily, slowly, after many lives or years of practice, those glimpses start to come to them. Then they understand this is how the glimpse has come. They keep on doing it, keep on doing it. Slowly they get established in that Amramasmi Anumoti. This is what is our goal. There should be no doubt. So, Asti Tadu Ekam. That means anytime in any of the Vedanta Shastras, Tat Pada, whenever it is used, it is for Brahman only. Like Om Tat Saditi Nirdesha, Tat Padam Darstamena, Tat Padam Darshivana, Tat Padam Darshina, even in Mahamakya, Tat Tvamasi. So Tat word always is used for the Paroksha Brahma, Brahma beyond the word. So Asti hai Tat wo Brahma, bracket में Brahma add कर लो, Ekam, which is one without second. And then where is it? Avidya kalvitasya dvaitasya avasana bodham. When as long as you are caught up in the avidya kalvita dvaita, the ekameva advayam Brahma will never be understood by you. Therefore, understand that the dvaita is kalvita by the avidya and transcend the dvaita. You will see ekameva advayam Brahma. And what is the Dvaitam? We have said so many times, the knower known difference. I am the knower, the world is known. Both are these two called as Dvaita are Kalpita by Avidya on one, on whom? That one substratum which is acting as knower as well as known. This is what will be in the Telugu class. Our Telugu people are going to study. Yaha sarvajnaha, yaha sarvavid. यस्य ज्ञानमयं तपः तस्मात् एतद् ब्रह्म नाम रूपम अन्नम च जायते. In that Mundaka Upanishad, Pratama Khanda of the Pratama Mundaka, the last mantra talks about this only. Again, I am repeating this crucial sentence. Avidya kalpitasya dvaitasya avasanabhutam ekameva dvayam brahma asti. What is there is Brahma, which is ekameva dvayam. On that, because of the avidya, the dvaita is kalpita. In that dvaita, I am the knower, the world is known. Then in that known, the dvandva is kalpita. Dvandva is millions of the things, more than two. द्वंद्व का मतलब दो के ऊपर जितने भी है, all of that comes. Like when I am the waker, I alone am there. When I enter into the dream, I am the dreamer, the dream world, Dvaita is Kalpita. In that Dvaita, the world which is there, which is seen by me in the dream, in that Aneka Kalpanas have come. The rivers have come, mountains have come, people have come, animals have come, then the actions have come, the results have come. Of those results, the Sukha Dukkha also. सारा ये जो द्वैत प्रपंच का द्वैत है, सारा subsequent secondary projection as it happens in the dream. The first projection is basic dvaita, I and my dream world. In the waking plane, there is no dream world or me too. I am there as a waker mind. In the dream, me, the dreamer, my dream world. And in the dream world, so many things. And all of that is kalpita from the basic dvaita that I and the dream world are different. And what is the awakening to waking world? Dream world and dreamer both are superimposed on me who is a waker. See, understood? Therefore, in that one substratum called as Brahman, because of not knowing him as he, the Dvaita is Parikalpita. That not knowing Brahman 1 without seconds is called Avidya. So, Avidya Parikalpita Dvaitu. Uska Paryavasana is what? Transcending that Dvaita. When we transcend, Advaita is reached. And how to transcend? Consciously. This Jnata Gneyam we have to go beyond. And how do you do? When the Gneyam is dropped, the Jnata is also dropped. Then that which is beyond these two is realized. Then we realize that that one without second Brahman only was taking the position and playing the game of Jnata and Gneyam. This we saw in our Taittiriya Upanishad. This one in our earlier first Valli, in which one? Fifth or sixth? Vyahriti Vala Anuvakam when we saw. See? Bhurvuvaswariti va etaha tisro vyahrutayaha. For all common people, these are the three only that are there. Then tasam uhasmaitam chaturthim. Tasam, that which is permeating in them only, but not touched by any one of them. Chaturthim, fourth one. Because of his high intelligence and inquiry capacity, Mahachamasya Pravedayate. This Mahachamasya Rishi came to know. Tad Brahma. When he referred to this, then that Maha iti uchyate, he called it as Maha. Then he referred it to the Upanishad known gurus. He said, यार जो हम ब्रह्म बोलते हो, तुम उसी को यहाँ महा कह रहे हो. And what is the relation of that Brahma or Maha with us? Sa Atma. Then what about all the things? The Bhurbhosvaha, Angani, Anya, Devataha. Is it not? Bhurvasurati eta tisro vyahrutaya tasamo hasmetam chaturthi maha chamasya pramedete mahiti tad brahma sa atma anga anyanya devata aha. Then the upasana, Bhuridva Yamloka Bhavarityantariksham Swaritya Mahiti no Apnotiswa, all that the upasanas are taught. ये सब ना 10 बार पढ़कर समझकर रस ग्रहण करके अभ्यास करते करते हमें आगे बढ़ना होगा. We have made a beginning. We are every day doing our Shruti Shravanam. We are every day saluting our Ishvara, our Guru Tattva, our Rishi Parampara, our Guru Parampara. Accordingly, they also are sustaining the inspiration in us, making us study. And everyday study is little making us subtler. Unseen, very non-conspicuous, but definitely. Pursue it continuously. Then the thoughts become strong regarding the goal to be reached and how to reach also. So asti ekam brahma avidya kalpita dvaitasya paryavasana bhutam. Good. Asti tad ekam avidya kalpitasya dvaitasya avasana bhutam advaitam brahma, which is called here as pratishtha for the Anandamaya kosha pucham. Okay. Tade tasmin api arte esha shloka bhavati. Therefore, to explain about this Brahma, which is a pucham of the Anandamaya kosha, this next अनुवाका starts. सो आनंदमय कोश का पुच्छ आनंद ब्रह्म है, तो ब्रह्म के बारे में बताएंगे आगे, और वही पुच्छम है आनंदमय कोश का. So while explaining the Brahma Tattva, Anandamaya Koshas, Pucha is Brahma, that also is covered, like in every of the Koshas. The Rugveda mantra is quoted to explain the presence of that Kosha. तो here also आनंदमय कोश को है करके बताने के लिए, so to its पुच्छम ब्रह्मा को दर्शाने के लिए this sixth अनुवाक starts, and it is very sublime, very beautiful. For the matter, it is our inability to understand, but otherwise all our Upanishads, all our Bhashyas are so sublimely perfect and clear. If at all we can mature our antakaran to that level, the joy of understanding itself is Sima Rahita. And that understanding, when it is implemented through sadhana and the final experience is gained, nothing but havu, havu, havu. Ascharya vakta kushalo silabdha, ascharya jnata kushala anusishtaha. That stage of wonder of wonders one reaches. Clear? Now we have chanted the sixth Anuvaka. Let us see what Bhashyakara's guidance. And before that, yesterday we told about the simple literal meaning to understand. Once 2 minutes we'll spend on that, and then see how crucial discussion Sri Bhashyakara takes up for making us a little more subtle and matured in understanding through Upanishad the Brahma Tattva and its pursuit and achievement. Very, very important. From here onwards, you have to become more Shraddhalu, more attentive, and with more concentration, and with that positive inclination toward the Shastra, that I must understand the essence given here. Let me experiment on the sadhanas understood to experience it. इस तरह का एक अलग व्यक्तित्व जो आपको किसी तरह से बताया नहीं जा सकता, वो हमको बनाना है. Like सावधान से सुनो, समाहित मनाः सुनो. Like it is said in every of the Shastra, here we have to be like that. So, how this sixth Anuvaka started? First line. I'm just telling literally, then we go through Bhashya. Asan eva sabhavati. Asad Brahma iti Veda chet. Asad Brahma iti Veda chet. Veda means he has come to a preconceived notion. What that Brahma nahi hai. Asad Brahma. Brahma Sad nahi hai. Asat hai. Sat means hai. Asat means not there. Nahi hai. So Asad Brahma iti che Veda chet. If somebody starts his postulation only saying that there is no Brahma, Asan neva sabhavati. He will remain and he will reach only to the Asat only, or he is denying his own existence. Asanneva sabhavati. And more deeper explanation Bhashyakara is going to give. He tells it in two means, two explanations. अभी थोड़ा आपको टच करके तब मैं एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ. हम करेंगे. One is what asanneva vasabhavati asat brahmeti veda chet. The literal meaning is, if somebody doesn't believe in the existence of Brahma, the literal meaning is he becomes asattu. Okay. What is the meaning of he becomes asat is, first of all, he'll never pursue the Brahma Tattva. Because he started with saying it is not there. Once he is not starting to searching the Brahma Tattva, then all our healthy lifestyles that are mentioned in all our scriptures are finally aimed at only reaching Brahma Tattva. But he stopped believing Brahma Tattva's existence only, therefore he will not pursue that one. When he doesn't pursue Brahma Tattva, then Brahma Tattva ke adhikar dilane wale, all the rules and regulations also he will not do. Then what will he do? Exactly the opposite. That is called as Asat Bhavati. So it's a very sublime thought. If somebody can catch it, he will be dancing in delight only. He will be dancing in delight if this one particular thought is understood. What is that? Why the people are behaving bad? Because they are not behaving good. Why? For them the goal is not Paramatma. And for the person for whom the goal is Paramatma, he behaves better. When he is behaving better, he will not behave badly. You understood it? And why somebody is pursuing Paramatma? Because he is believing in him. Hai. And why somebody is not pursuing? Because he says he is not there. अब ब्रह्म नहीं है वाला, ब्रह्म का पीछे नहीं पड़ेगा, नहीं पड़ेगा तो सत जीवन नहीं जिएगा, नहीं सत जीवन जिएगा तो असत जीवन ही जिएगा. Therefore, asanneva sabhavati. Therefore, inevitably you can see in the universe, whoever are pursuing the Lord, they are the ones slowly, literally get transformed from asat purusha to sat purusha. And anyone who stops believing the Lord, he will slowly from the sat purusha he starts to become asat purusha. Because he will not behave as it is said in Shastra, because Shastra gives norms of do's and don'ts, only tuning us to the Brahma Tattva. अब ब्रह्म को ही नहीं माना किसी ने, अब शास्त्र के बात क्यों मानेगा? Then he will do manmani and all that is asat. So that's the meaning of asat eva sabhavati, asat brahmeti vyachet. Then other person, asti brahmeti ched veda, the two contrast pictures they are given. Asti brahmeti ched veda, if somebody starts his journey saying that Brahma hai, then not only he becomes Satpurusha, Swantamenam Tataha Viduho. Everyone who have already reached Brahman certify this person as Santa, and also they bless him and they make his path clear. In fact, they hold his hand, slowly take him toward the goal. That's what we are coming to classes. So our Guru Parampara has understood that this fellow coming to class is Santam. Therefore, are they not holding our hands and slowly taking our the truth? Because we are ready. And the other fellows who don't come to class, they don't believe in Upanishad or Tattva. So they can't come, then how can the Guru Parampara hold them? पकड़ कर खींचने का भी कोशिश करे, वो झटका दे के हाथ का देखो देर. Because they are not wanting to come here. See that how important is this mantra and its bhashya तो और भी मजा आएगा, आप देखेंगे. Very crucial, very systematic, very required, very beautiful for the entire universal beings. But they are unfortunate, they don't come to our classes, therefore we can't talk to them. But you and I are fortunate that we are going to study a very, very crucial portion of not only the Upanishad, but for our entire life. The entire life's nastikata and astikata depends on whether you accept the Brahman is not there or is there. And why that question comes regarding Brahman, not for anything else, that is unlicensed. For other things, the question will not come because comprehensively we know something is there, is not there, is not there. Like we don't discuss much about the horns of a rabbit. We don't discuss about this flower in a sky because it's so clear that it is not there. And so to the things which we see, so obviously they are seen. Therefore, about this also there is no doubt. सूर्योदय है कि नहीं है, वो दिख रहा है. जो नहीं है करके पता है उसके बारे में डिस्कस नहीं होता. जो है करके दिख रहा है उसके बारे में डिस्कस नहीं होता. But the question will come about Brahman definitely because you can't vehemently say it is not there. And there are also no proof further it is there. Therefore, the question and discussion goes on happening about Brahma. This is how the whole topic for next 7-8 paragraphs it goes on. Prashnakarta also asks Prashna very nicely. The Purvapakshi Siddhant is so kind enough to give us very good answers. So asanneva sabhavati, we told asat brahmeti veda chet. Asti brahmeti chet veda santavenam tato vidruti. Okay, having said so, this much only. This Anandamaya kosha is tasesha atma sharirasya. Okay, tasesha eva sharira atma eva purvasya. This Anandamaya is the sharira atma of the earlier kosha called as Vijnanamaya. Like every of the kosha, the topic is over. Then Atha, now the Prashna come to the child. That's what I said last 2-3 minutes. The disciple is asking a Prashna. Shankara Bhagavan will say, as we said now, why the Prashna should be asked their validity. Atha donu Prashna. The disciple is asking a question. What is the question is asking? Uta vidvan amum lokam pretya kashana gachadi. Aho vidvan amum lokam pretya kashchit samashnuta. Oh, the avidvan having left the body, will he reach somewhere? The vidvan having left the body will reach somewhere? These type of questions exactly as was asked by Nachiketa. Ya iyam prete vichikitsa manushye. Astiti eke, nayam astiti cha eke. You know that third question? What is your third boon? I gave you the two. First, third more is there. Oh, puch lo aap, nahi to I'll be under obligation. Please ask. Yamaraj tells him. Then he says, why in the world there is a doubt in people when somebody dies. Some say he is no more there. Some say he is there. None of us can know, and nobody died, came back. You are the only one who are the medium because you are the one who are taking everybody from here to there. So you are the right guru to answer this question. Asti koi kehte hain, I am asti kehte. Etad vidyam anushishta toyaham. I want to get educated in this vidya from you. Varanamesha varastutiyaha. That's my third boon. Here also, athatonu prashnaha uta vidwan amum lokam pretya kaschana gacchati. अविद्वान की बात है ये. उता अविद्वान amum lokam pretya kashana gacchati. Then aho, what about the contrast? Vidwan amum lokam pretya, having gone beyond. Anytime lokam pretya is two types. One is actually leaving the body and going as jiva. Second, while being in the body, only transcending the body. They are the two things called as the meaning of pretya. Pray is prakarshena eti. He just goes. Like Sri Ramana Maharshi. While living in the body only, he discovered himself to beyond the body by forcefully creating that death experience to himself. He did not die, but he just did that meditation. At that time, he discovered him to be the preta, but that preta is discovered to be the Atma. And for all of us, we have to leave the body and then bhatakte rahenge. So the one who leaves the body is called preta. After 12 days, it is called a preta yoni. Then, through all the upasanas and all done according to our own Sanatana Dharma, he is sent to, according to our choice, to the Vaikuntha Loka or Shiva Loka. He is the Vishnu Bhakta or Shiva Bhakta. But according to actuality, whatever that Jiva's abilities and all, he will be reaching. But for us, he has reached to the higher loka. We get satisfied by sending him there. Oh, वहाँ जाएगा क्या और कहीं जाएगा क्या पता? Like you are sending your child to the school. Oh, आधा गेट के पास जाकर वहाँ से और कहीं जाएगा. So you don't know. So this all happen in that Shraddha Karma Ityadi. That topic has come because here Pretya word is used. So, Uta Vidwan Amum Lokam Pretya Kashana Gachati. Aho Vidwan Amum Lokam Pretya Kashchit Samashtuta U. So these are the questions answered very beautifully. Questions validity is explained, question is answered. उसके बाद then that Brahma alone has thought of creation and he only created all this. That Shruti where the creation, the Srishti and the Pravesha and the entry are explained by our Shruti Mata and Bhashyakara, which is so subtle, so beautiful. And this is required because once you discover the Brahma, that doesn't mean the world disappears. World continues to stay. Then how come the world has come from? Then the same Brahma has. That's why इन आध्यात्मिक साधना ना सबको ट्रांसेंड करा के परमात्मा को भी तक ले जाते हैं हमको अगेन सारा ये जगत उसी परमात्मा से आया है वो भी बताते because you have to be in the same world even after realization. What's the difference then? In the earlier time I and the world are different, but now the whole world is discovered as my own expanse. So that is called as Atma Jnana and Sarva Atma Bhava. In spirituality, Atmanubhuti, Atma Jnana is not the ultimate goal. Brahmanubhuti or Sarvatma Bhava is the goal. That's why Yasmin Sarvani Bhutani Atmani Vanubhashati, all those hundreds of shlokas you have heard in various textbooks. So, this is what is the literal meaning of this half of the mantra we have seen. असन्नेव भवति अस्ति असत् ब्रह्मेति वेद चेत् अस्ति ब्रह्मेति चेत् वेदा सन्तमेनं ततो विदृति तस्यैषैव शारीर्यात्मः पूर्वस्य अथातो नु प्रश्नाः उता विद्वानमं लोकं प्रेत्य कश्चन गच्छति आहो विद्वानमं लोकं प्रेत्य कश्चित् समश्नुता उ देन सोकामयता बहुश्यां प्रजायेति स तपो तप्यता स तपस्तत्वा इदं सर्वम् असृजत तत्सृष्ट्वा तदेवानुप्राविशद तदनुप्रविश्य सच्चत्यच्चावत् निरुक्तं च निलयं च विज्ञानं च सत्यं च अमृतं च सत्यम् अभवतु यदिदं किच तत्सत्यमित्याचक्षते तदपि एष श्लोको भवति. So this is how the Shashta Anuvaka has got these 3-4 topics. The first topic is quoting Rigveda at the same time. The one who never believes the Brahma's existence, where he goes, believes where he goes, that is said. Second topic, the Prashna by the disciple about the validity of the existence of Brahman. Third one is the Srishti. Fourth one is in the Srishti, how Paramatma entered. These are the 4 beautiful topics that are explained in this Shashto Anuvakaha. 1 or 2 or 3 days we try to go through it. Now, Shashtonu Bhashyam. How the Bhashya starts? You see, Asan Eva. Asan Eva is the main mantra. What is Bhashyam? A main mantra का एक एक पद को explain करना. It's called Pada Bhashya. In Kena Upanishad, Adi Shankara Bhagavan writes two bhashyams for it. One is Pada Bhashyam, ek pad ka. Second is Vakya Bhashyam. Total Vakya he takes in comments. Also, before that, the Pada Bhashyam. In all other Upanishads, Vakya Bhashyam he doesn't give. Pada Bhashyam he gives. Then through that complete Vakya, he makes us understand. So, Asan Eva is the first word of the sixth Anuvaka. So, what is the meaning of that? Asat Samaha Eva. So Asan Eva means Asat Samaha Eva. Asat Samaha Eva means as good as non-existing only. So what do you mean by that? Asat Samaha means non-existent only. This is where the glory of Bhagavan Shankara's Bhashya taking us to a notch higher and subtler in our understanding. Literal meaning क्या है? असत भवति. कौन जिसने ब्रह्म को नहीं है माना? That will come anyway. जिसने ब्रह्म को नहीं है माना वो असत भवति means he will be ceasing to exist. That is a literal meaning. But ऐसा तो नहीं है. People who are नास्तिकास all are living. We are also best example. अभी तक हमको ब्रह्म का अस्तित्व में कहाँ समझ आया पूरा? Tentatively only we are listening. Therefore, you have to explain the meaning of word asat because literal meaning is asat means non-existent. But non-existing तो नहीं है. The नास्तिक नहीं लोग जिंदा है वो बढ़िया सा खा रहे हैं वो मौजा कर रहे हैं. Therefore, the meaning of the word asat has to be redefined. That is why first asat eva. Upanishad said ये तो असत हो ही जाएगा. Shankara Bhagavan is not contradicting. He says asat ho hi jayega, but with what sequence? Why is called as Asat by Shruti Mata? The one who is saying that Brahman is not there. See that is the crucial thing, that is the subtlety of Bhagavan Shankara, that when Shruti Mata says something, how the meaning of it has to be conveyed to the students so that the meaning is correctly taking them toward the goal. So first thing, Asat Eva, this is Shruti Mantra. The meaning of that is non-existent only. That fellow who is saying Brahman is not there. Asat Eva. Now Bhagavan explaining what is Asat Eva. Asat Samaha. Eva का मतलब क्या है? As good as he is not there. See, he brought Asat Samaha word. Asan Eva is Shruti Mata. Asat Samaha Eva, Shankar Bhagavan's Bhashya means as good as he is non-existent. Now he'll have to explain his own Bhashya. Sometimes the Bhashya is direct, we understand, explanation not required. Some places Bhashya का Bhashya चाहिए. He himself gives that. इसलिए मैंने इसको ऐसा इंटरप्रेट किया. So Asat Eva means Asat Samaha Eva. Why do you say so? Because Yatha Asan means what? Na Purushartha Sambandhi Evam Saha Bhavati. Therefore Apurushartha Sambandhi. See the three levels. Main mantra is Asat Bhavati. The first level of Bhashya is Asat Samaha Eva Bhavati. Means what? Is as good as non-existent only. And what is the meaning of as good as non-existent is this. Now this next sentence is very, 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 very crucial and important. I'll try to put it the way you can understand. You attend carefully, concentratedly, try to catch. The word used is called here ki saha na purushartha sambandhi. Na purushartha sambandhi means what? He will never have any sambandha with the purushartha. एवं सो therefore सहा भवति अपरुषार्थ संबंधी. मतलब पुरुषार्थ से कोई भी संबंध नहीं रखेगा. And which purushartha? Please remember, we are studying Brahma Vidya, we are studying the Upanishad. Upanishad is not for dharma artha kamana, it is for moksha only. Therefore moksha purushartha संबंधी वो नहीं रहेगा. Apurushartha Sambandhi. मतलब क्या है? You will not try for the moksha only. Because moksha is experienced through the Brahma Anubhuti. But he says Brahma hai hi nahi. Therefore, the meaning of Asat is, he is not at all pursuing a moksha marga. Reverse karo isko. That fellow who is not pursuing The Brahma Jnana, which is a Moksha Marga, he is as good as non-existing only. See what Upanishad said and see how Bhashyakara conveyed to us. फिर क्या फायदा अभी अगर तुम मोक्ष के लिए जी नहीं रहे हो, जिंदगी पूरा बंधन कोई बढ़ा रहे हो, is it worth living? It is as good as non-living only, asat only. Like you send your children to school college, और जा रहा है वो स्कूल कॉलेज आ रहा है लेकिन कुछ पढ़ ही नहीं रहा, फिर उसको इतने हजार रुपए दे के दाखिला कराना, इज इट वर्थ? इज इट नॉट वेस्ट? डोंट यू से एज गुड एज नॉट सेंडिंग ओनली? क्योंकि पढ़ ही नहीं रहा वो जिसके लिए उसको भेजा जा रहा है. Like you are coming to class and in the class from the beginning till end you only are sleeping, so it is as good as not coming only, na? Because coming to the class is not for sleeping, it is to listen. In the same way, we have come as a human beings only to get liberated by knowing the Brahman. But he doesn't believe in the presence of Brahman, then why will he do the Purushartha? He will not do. If he is not doing Purushartha to become Brahman, for which only he is born as human being, then he is worthy of saying that he is not living only. Therefore, he is equivalent to Asat. See the pura circle kaisa hai. Therefore, in this life, anyone who is pursuing Paramatma for moksha, उन्हीं का ही जीना जीना है. Same thing, we are so fortunate, lucky in both the texts. भागवतम as अध्यात्म रामायण दोनों में सेम टॉपिक आया कि नहीं? What did the first sloka of Uddhav ji when he was praising Gopikas? Didn't he say the life of Gopikas alone is worthy called as living because their heart is totally dedicated to Krishna, for which all the sannyasins, yogins, bhaktas like us are trying. It is put in Bhakti Bhasha, it is put in Vedanta Bhasha. Bhasha is different, but the point is same. तो गोपिकाओं का जीवन ही सार्थक है, because their heart is dedicated. To justify that, in the last line, what did he say? What is the use of getting janma like even Brahmadeva hundreds of times? Do you remember that evening class? और evening भी हम सोते हैं, बताए कि नहीं? वहां ब्रह्मदेव की तरह हजार बार जन्म भी लेवे, दैट इज वेस्ट कंपेयर टू गोपिकास, बिकॉज दे आर रियल लिविंग पीपल. व्हाई? देयर हार्ट इज डेडिकेटेड टू कृष्ण. असन्नेव स भवति, including Brahmadeva, if he is not pursuing Brahman. Why he doesn't pursue? Because नास्ति ऐसा है, असत ब्रह्मेति वेद चेत. In the same way, what did our Sugriva ji say? Dara putra dhanam rajyam all tan maya kritaha. Bhagavan, therefore don't put me, pull me in that maya. Today is going to say, मैं तुम्हारा हूँ, माया तुम्हारा है, तुम मेरे को तुम्हारे माया में फंसाए हो, मुझे अपने माया से मुझे छुटकारा दो, क्योंकि शी इज योर दासी. Today is going to say Sugriva ji. Same point he also says, all these tat maya kritam, I don't want, sir. I don't want to follow the asan marga. Then he says, like Gita mein, Nakangshe Vijayam Krishna, here also, Nakangshe Rajyam Rama, Nachadara Sukham Cha. We chanted that mantra. Today we are going to see the meaning. So here, the Uddhavaji, the Gopikas, the Sugriva have discovered the goal to be Paramatma. Therefore, they have become Sanmargi and they are doing sadhana. Therefore, their jivan is sartaka. Therefore, it is not asat, sat jivana. Anybody other than them, whoever are living life for anything else other than Paramatma, they are only adding the bondage to them only. Therefore, their life is worse than living. You can call their life as asat only. How many times we might have told without our own close proximity to our own children, ऐसा जीने के बजाय मरना बेटर है कि तुम ना पढ़ते हो, ना नौकरी करते हो, ना कोई काम दिया तो करते हो, अपने जिंदगी वेस्ट कर रहे हो. How many times we might have said someone? Out of love, इतना proximity होती है ना, बच्चों से डांटते हैं उनको कभी कभी. Same thing, but in a most positive, sweet manner. The wife of Tulsidas is said, she being so divine, she didn't say negatively. She didn't say that instead of coming for me in such a terrible way, it is better for you to die. She did not say that negative. She said positive. It is better if you had remembered Bhagavan Ram. So he became immediately the Tulsidas, not Devadas. सेम थिंग, स्टोरीज अलग अलग है, बात यही है. आफ्टर ऑल दीज इयर्स ऑफ स्टडी एंड ऑल, what is our final conclusion at this moment? Do you believe in the presence of the divine Brahma? If yes, you have to pursue only that. Two things. If you don't believe, you don't pursue. Or if you are not pursuing it, that means you are not believing. So that life where you believe in Brahma and pursue it, that is worthy of living Sat. If somebody is neither believing nor pursuing and doing everything else, that is Asat only. And what more logic required than this? How every day of ours is wasted only like animals, only in bhoga, only in enjoyment. कर क्या रहे हैं हम? Same routine every day, like any animal. आहार निद्रा भय मैथुनम. Other than this four, क्या आग नया चीज कर रहे हैं आप? हम सब neither we are doing any japa nor upasana nor quietening the mind, not knowing any of these things at all. Out of 800 crores of people, how many are living only this actually unworthy life? It's not worthy of calling as human being only. Same is for us also. See, when you are studying the Bhashya, how many very crucial, subtle things are learned by us is by our Bhagwan's grace. So, asan eva, asat samah eva, na purushartha sambandhi, apurushartha sambandhi sahabhavati. So, he has no sambandha at all with the purushartha because he doesn't want to go like मुझे टेम्पल ही नहीं जाना. तो वो टेम्पल जाने का पुरुषार्थ से why will I put any संबंध? On the other hand, when I decide I have to go to Pashupatinath or Kailas or Bhagavan Shiva in our Kashi, then I become immediately Purushartha Sambandhi. How to go to that place, what's the way of transport and how many days. Sab Purushartha tab shuru hoga. I don't want to go there only, then why will I do that? And then see the subtle thing, पुरुषार्थ ही कर ही नहीं रहा तो पुरुष का रहने का क्या फायदा? और उसके अंदर जो पुरुषार्थ सामर्थ्य है उसका भी क्या फायदा? More than that, he specifically Upanishad says he becomes asat, means all the purushartha samarthya of the sharira, indriya, mana, buddhi, instead of using it for the parama purushartha of the moksha, he is using for the wrong thing, by which he is establishing more and more strongly in the asat only. That is why he is called as asat bhavati. दुर्मार्ग में, पाप मार्ग में, उपाधियों से तादात्म्य करके रहने वाला जीव मार्ग में, संसार मार्ग में जा रहा है वो. ऑल दैट इज कॉल्ड एज असत. Therefore, it's a Y road. At that Y road, if you say asat, then you just follow the asan marga and you reach to be asat eva bhavati. If you take the right turn where it says Sat, Brahma hai, then you travel in that marga, you discover that Brahma to be yourself. And in this, other than telling, the Guru cannot do anything. He cannot do Zabardasti. We are always in Y road. It is he only indicates, बेटा वो है आसन मार्ग, अगर आप उस पे जाओगे कि परमात्मा नहीं है करके, you will reach to only this life of identify the temporary limited things, struggle to be happy, never be finally happy. But this is a sanmarga. Here you have to believe the Paramatma is there. Then the sadhana is told, you keep on practicing, you reach. But why the question comes, Paramatma is there or not, that will be discussed. Uta vidwan amum lokam pretya, वहाँ आएगा. क्यों ये क्वेश्चन वैलिड है ब्रह्म है कि नहीं है? Because it's not indriya gocharo. It's not so conspicuous or obvious as yes or no, to believe or not believe. It is some peculiar state in the self का, इसलिए हाँ भी कहने वाले हैं, ना भी कहने वाले कोई. जो ना कह रहे नहीं जा रहे, इसलिए नहीं पहुंच रहे, they are असत पुरुष. जो है करके कोशिश कर रहे पहुंच रहे. This is the two category of people in the world. Now it is your choice now whom to follow. And in the beginning only you say asat bhavati, then you will never go towards that. Asanneva bhavati asat brahmeti veda chet. Asat brahmeti veda chet is yet to be explained in the Bhashya. Asanneva bhavati is being explained now. Asat eva, asat samah eva, na purushartha sambandhi, apurushartha sambandhi bhavati. Therefore, asat bhavati means apurushartha sambandhi bhavati. Means purushartha sambandhi na bhavati. Means he will not live life according to Shastra, which takes him to the Brahma, because उसको believe ही नहीं कर रहे. Is it not like someone Brahmana? He is given Yagnopavita Samskara. And he told to Gayatri Mantra daily karo. This Gayatri Mantra doing makes that Brahmana or Kshatriya Vaishya Shudra intellects so sharp, with that he can study the Vedas and he can understand the purpose of the entire life. अब दिस ब्राह्मण अपने आप को ब्राह्मण ही नहीं मानता. He is eating non-veg, doing this all. He never takes the Yajnopavit Samskar, but never does Gayatri Mantra. Then when will he understand Shastra? Then how will he know the purpose of life? He only will be following all other people who are living only the worldly life. Then his Brahmana Janma is Asat only, no? क्या फायदा फिर उस ब्राह्मण के जन्म लेकर? Is it not carefully to be understood? So to the Vaishya, so to Shudra or the Kshatriyas, every one of them have to be Sanmargi in their own way. But they don't even believe in that. Who can help them? Everywhere, the wife and husband, marriage is done. What is the purpose of that if this is not known? Everything other than the main thing, all nonsense they do. The relation between parents and children, relation between Guru and Shishya, relation between the government and the subjects. Everywhere there is Sad and Asat. If you know the purpose and follow, you are Satpurusha. If you don't know the purpose and do go contradictory things, you are Asatpurusha. And that's the reason because of which we are perennially suffering. And the world is not for us to suffer, it is only to be happy. And happy will be that person who is Satpurusha. Who is Satpurusha? Sad vastu के प्रति पुरुषार्थ करेगा. And कौन करेगा? वो सद ब्रह्म है करके मानेगा. तो see the crucial topics. How important these things. One line only we have studied. Like this, the entire discussion will be there. Now, do you believe immediately श्लोक को बता दो, लिटिल भाष्य बता दो, तो देन 1-2 महीने में फिनिश कर दो उपनिषद होता है. But that's not our process. Whether we remember all or not, with Bhashya, everything we are studying. That is why 336 days हो गया अभी. 24 दिन लगाओ तो या 19 days we are going to have 1 year of study of Taittiriya. And still we are in the second Valli. और एक भी है हमारा. I am not frightened or afraid कि इतना होने दो. We are at least pausing and studying. थोड़ा थोड़ा तो ओपन हो रहा है डोर. So asan eva, asat samah eva, yatha asan, as good as he is not there only. Why? Na purushartha sambandhi. He is not doing any purushartha. Evam saha bhavati apurushartha sambandhi. In this way, he becomes apurushartha sambandhi related to not doing the purushartha. That is what the meaning of asat bhavati. कहा असौ किसकी बात बोल रहे हो आप? About whom you are talking? यहाँ असत अविद्यमानं ब्रह्म इति वेदा विजानाति चेत यदि. That person who just comes to his own personal conclusion that there is no Brahma. Like some people, they say, I don't believe in Shastra, I don't believe in any of the norms and rules, everything are dogmas. These are all given by some people who have nothing to do. The young generation, up to the age of 40 they do all this nonsense. Then एक दो डंडा लग जाता है इधर उधर से, आप तब ठिकाने पे आ जाते हैं. कुछ तब भी नहीं आते. I don't want to practice this and that. Then slowly from some or the other means some physical diseases will come, mental traumas will come, relation problems will come. अब कौन है उस समय solution? भगवान के चरण भागना पड़ेगा. अरे बुद्धू दुख में सुमिरन सब करे, सुख में करे न कोई. जो सुख में करे तो दुख काहे को है? शुरू से शास्त्र पढ़कर accordingly if you live life systematically, doing nothing wrong, why will we go through all those traumas and difficulties? This common sense is the most uncommon thing because the education system is not like that. Only the Adhyatmic way of education system can survive, sustain individuals in the right path of their own mukti, while doing so, living a noble life, keeping away all the ignobility. If the spirituality is not brought, immediately all the worldliness comes and the worldliness demands all licentiousness negativities. That is how सब लोग जो आध्यात्मिक नहीं है ऐसे दुनियादारी के कारण कुछ ना कुछ घोटाले में फंसे ही हैं. Even in spirituality, if somebody is doing Gotala, they are not spiritual actually by the sense of the term. They are only doing natak outside. So asanya savavati asat brahmeti veda chet. इसके कॉन्ट्रास्ट में अस्ति ब्रह्मेति चेत वेदा संतमेनम तत्व विदुरितिहि. This is how this will be explained. Then tasesha sharirātmaya purvasya. Then atato anuprashnaha. Then the question, uta vidvanam lokam prete kashtan gacchati, a beautiful way of discussion starts. So today we have seen the conclusion of the Anandamaya Kosha. Now in the 6th Anuvaka, the quotation of the RUGVEDA we have studied and differentiated between Asat and Sat Purushas. In that one Asat Purusha is explained. Sat we have to study tomorrow, and then the Prashnottari. So may God, Guru Parampara, bless us with the right understanding of the entire life and its goal through the right understanding of the Bhashyam as well as the main mantras. Thank you. Stop today. Om 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 Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavajishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shrutimatre Namam Tatsat Brahmarmanastu Sri Vedavyasa Vaishambhayani Agnivalkya Adya Shankaradi Gurubhyo Namaha. Thank you.